We are looking at how to take an existing document and convert it into a Google Doc that specifically is friendly to using in a distance learning or a paperless learning situation. So we want everything to be where students can easily enter their answers in and have a format that makes that easy for them to see where they should be entering things, and also make it easy for teachers to find their answers. So here we already have an entry field set up with a place where students can enter their names. And we're going to do that again down here. And we're doing this with a table. So you click Insert and then hover over Table. And for this, we're going to use a 2x1 table, although you can use any size table that you need. And then take where it asks the students to write a hypothesis, and we're going to put that into the table. Now we want some more room for students to write, so we can drag this across there, and then we can add some color here. I'm just using the lightest color of gray, but if you want to make things more exciting, you can certainly use other colors. You don't have to use anything at all. It just kind of makes it stand out as an area that's a little bit different, so students know that they have to enter something there. And you might have to play around with the formatting a little bit, but chances are if you're converting something from a Word document to a Google Doc, you're going to have to do a little work with the formatting anyway, so this doesn't add a whole lot of extra work there. Now, with the data section, which is important because I'm doing this for a science class, so we have places where for a lab, we want students entering their data. We can use the chart for this as well. So we're going to do a 3x4 table here. And then we'll enter in the headings. We're going to do some formatting adjustments. So we'll move that. I want these two columns to be the same. So another way to make adjustments here, I can right click and then select table properties. And then I can choose what size I want the columns to be, what height I want the rows to be. I'm also going to center the whole chart. So that took care of that. And then just some additional formatting. I want these all to be centered. Another way we can use the tables is just making a simple 1x1 table. And then this can just be a text entry field. If students type their answers in here, it will expand as they type. So they'll have all the room that they need. I sometimes like expanding this a little bit to make it bigger. It doesn't matter what size it is. They can still type as much as they want. It will expand to match what they type, but having it be a little larger to start out can signal something about the level of detail that you want them to go into in their answer. If you have a small text entry field. They may interpret that as you only wanting a single sentence. If you want them to write more, expanding that will give them that message, but either way, they'll be able to type everything that they want. So that's just kind of a personal preference on how you want to set that up. So once you have this ready to go and you're ready to assign it to your students, if you use Google Classroom, it's pretty easy. You just make an assignment and attach the doc to that. And there's an option on Google Classroom where you can have it automatically make a copy for every student. I recommend doing that because then they'll have their own copy in their drive that they are able to edit and then submit to you when they are done with that. If you're not using Google Classroom and you don't have that functionality to automatically make a copy for every student, you will just need to tell the students to click on File and then click on Make a Copy. When they do that, they'll have their own copy that they can edit. For teachers who are using docs that are coming out of the biology simulations drive, you're going to use that same method of making a copy. So once you have that, it'll save a copy to your drive. At that point, you can edit it to make any changes or adjustments that you want to make. Once you do that, you will be able to assign it to your students.